Not everybody needs to be married. I repeat, not everybody should be married. Yes. I'm going to go ahead and play the video for today because when I saw this video, the only way I could react was in shock. I was just totally dumbfounded, totally shocked. And what just came into my head was there a particular set of people and group of people that should not even think about marriage. Marriage is not for everybody, and that is the honest truth. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Yeah, and let me go ahead and play this video without interruption because I need you guys to listen attentively to what this woman has to say. Yeah.
I lost my husband a month ago, about 6 weeks ago. And before you say anything, it's been a long marriage. There's been a lot going on, so I'm not a crushed and devastated widow, as anyone might imagine. And it's been overwhelming, all the paperwork, all the arrangements, dealing with people, dealing with the formalities. It's exhausting and quite draining energetically. But there is one thing which for me offsets most of it, and that's the peace and quiet I get in my life. I do have my worries. I do have a huge list of things to do and to go through tomorrow and Monday. But it's almost 10 at night right now. I'm sitting and enjoying my evening cup of tea. And it's quiet and uninterrupted. There is no constant, where is this? Where is that? Oh, have we done this? Have we done this? Oh, how do I do this? Oh, have a look at this. Oh, come over here. I'll show you something. Something which interrupted literally every 10 to 15 minutes of my existence whilst we were still together. Some may call it partnership, some may call it bonding. That was constant attention seeking, constantly demanding my presence, and there was no getting out of it. Right now, I'm sitting in my house and it's quiet. Nothing is required of me. I don't have to rush. I don't have to run. I don't have to be at someone's beck and call. It's so peaceful. Oh my God. You only understand the difference when you actually see the other side of it. Unbelievable. I can actually sit and enjoy a cup of tea alone with my thoughts, or with social media I scroll, or with a book I read, uninterrupted. And I don't think anyone actually talks enough about how much interruption a woman sustains in her life with dating, with relationship, building the life together, with kids coming along, with stuff going on, being the center of the household. We don't talk how much our life is constantly interrupted. And now I have the peace and quiet. Wow. Wow.
That's why I said not everybody needs to get married because if you could complain like this because you're married or because I don't even know how to put it. I'm just stunned. You guys should tell me what you think. I don't have much to say about this. Yeah, I do not. Not everybody needs to be married. She still said that she still had a lot of things to do even after the demise of her husband. The thing about women is that yeah, I know I said I don't have a lot of things to say, but oh well. The thing about women is that we just have this mental load in our head and it's just there. It doesn't go away unless you intentionally say, no, this thing cannot break me. Now, where she complained, like, how do people just get their marriages to this point where even the demise of your spouse means nothing? Like, you don't even flinch, not even one bit. How does your marriage get to that point? You guys, this is diabolical. I won't lie, I'm not even on her side in any way because it's just if as a woman you think that okay, basic adulting, necessary things that you need to do for yourself and for people that you love, if you think that it is a burden on you, don't get married. Don't get married. Enjoy your peace and quiet. Like enjoy it because as it is, I don't even think she's only complaining about her husband, the interruption she gets from her husband and everything. She's still complaining about kids and this and that. It's just a whole lot of living your life full of complaints without even getting to count your blessings. I know that there are days in with raising children, most especially, that you get to wonder, what is this? What am I doing? But there are days that I still rest. I still choose myself. You get to go to your job every day, your high paying job every day. They task you, you do a lot of things, and you don't complain about that. So, why is it that when it's time for you to do things for your family, to take care of your husband? Now, I'm not saying any husband should even enslave the wife. No, that's not what I'm saying. If as a man you feel like um you want to get married, you want to have a wife so that you can now relax and leave everything for your wife to be a maid to your household, you shouldn't get married. You're not a responsible man to even get married. That's just it. But most of the time, it's women that always come out to complain and say, oh, this and that, I do this, I do that, I do that. You guys, you can actually say no. No, no. Even at my young age, I knew this. I knew that I could say no to some things that when I know that I accept them, I keep on accepting them up until because I remember during in my 20s, I used to say no a lot. I used to say no a lot. That was my best phrase. I'm like, I'm too young for this. I have my whole life ahead of. I'm too young to start this. That was what I used to tell my husband then. I knew that at a young age. So even now, I'm even more understanding. I know the things that I have to. I don't need to say no every time. And when I say no, I don't mean it in a demeaning way or in a condescending way. I tell you politely, I'm too young for this. I can't start this now. I cannot start this now because the things that you begin to accept, just continue to accept them till the end. And that's what this woman is coming out here to complain about. There's just a mental load that women carry that can actually be avoided. She still said it. I didn't say that. It's a lot of to do list. That list is there, is unending. But I told myself at one particular year, I was like, nah, I can't keep doing this. I can't keep doing. I'm not carrying my house to heaven. I'm not carrying the laundry to heaven. I'm not carrying like some things don't really matter. I don't know. As women, we are just programmed to think that we need to do things when you actually don't need to. You don't have to. I don't know how to explain it, but free yourself. Free yourself as a woman. Don't let your marriage get to this point that you are now regretful because of little things like this. This woman did not mention anything about physical abuse or mental abuse or emotional abuse. She said her husband was always constantly seeking her attention. And I'm like, is that enough reason to feel like the demise of your spouse is okay? Is that enough reason? I know this thing that men do. They want their wives involved in everything. I know it. But you can say no. You can tell him, no, darling, I need this time to myself. You can, but you don't want to. Why you don't want to is because you want to keep complaining about that. That's it. Because tell me why not? Tell me why not? I need this time to myself. Obviously, my husband would understand that. Now, if you have a husband that is not understanding, then that's a different case entirely. But most of the time, I tell you that for the most part, these men understand that and they are willing to give you that time. They are willing to give you that space for yourself. But no, you don't want to communicate it with your partner. You're just letting it let you sink and you're just making yourself build resentment towards your spouse. Now, this is where it got to. The children lost their father. Okay, she said, okay, maybe they're now adults because she has been married for a long time, probably 20 years upward. But even though, even though, even though Not everybody should be married. If you know that you just keep constantly complaining about, oh, how everybody needs my attention, oh, how I get to do this and that every day, I get to do this basic adulting, that even if I were alone, I will still do my laundry, I will still clean my house, I will still tender to the needs of my loved ones. If you keep complaining about that, please don't get married. I beg you. I beg you, do not get married. This is absurd. I won't even lie. It's absurd. And the funniest thing is that there were a lot of women under her post applauding this and saying, okay, they're married and this is how I feel also. This is blah, blah, blah. I'm actually done with you guys on this internet. I'm done with you guys. I need to stay clear of social media for my peace of mind because it can influence you. I won't lie. Sometimes I just feel like, what's going on? A man that wants fresh meal every day should be able to prepare that fresh meal for himself. You don't need to accept it as a woman. You don't need to. You saw all these things when you were dating. You went ahead to get married to the person. And now you're coming out to complain and say, okay, blah, 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 blah. You don't have to step in every day and be the savior. You don't. Because when you keep stepping in every time, my children need me, my husband need me, I'm answering everybody at the same. You don't have to. Then along the line, you keep nagging, building resentment towards your husband, towards your children. That's absurd. Learn to say no. Like, learn to say no. Learn to say, I need this time to myself. I want to rest. I want to, I want to have this. But there are days that I go all out. I go all in for my family. In fact, just yesterday, I was on my toes for my family. Today, I don't have anything that I'm doing, and nobody can even nobody can. I don't feel bad about that. I love them, yes, but still, I am selfish sometimes. It doesn't mean that I'm not selfless too. Learn to balance these things. Please don't get your marriage to this point where the demise of your spouse is like it's a piece of cake to you. Ha! My goodness. Woo! I'm tired. I don't know. I don't even know why. I said I wouldn't say too much, but I ended up talking too much because I'm tired. I'm tired, and when I'm tired, I talk. You guys, I once heard a preacher say a man will treat his wife the way she trains him to, and I agree totally. It's how you have trained this man, rather, your husband. It's the way you have trained him to he's treating you. It's the things that you accept. You have the power to accept whatever it is and not accept what you don't want to. But you just want to complain. You just want to complain as a wife, as a mother. You just want to keep complaining till eternity. So please don't get married. Don't get married. That's just the solution to all this. Don't get married. I don't know what else to say. Let me know what you think about this woman in the comment section because social media is crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Let me know what you think and I'll see you all in another video. Thank you all so much for sticking with me.